Good morning, guys. In the previous class, we have completed voice change based on present tenses. But in this class, now we are going to cover the voice change based on past tenses. Based on past tenses. So try to understand whatever I am trying to do. Okay. So today's topic of voice, and this is the second class. I mean part 2. Part 2. So whenever you are getting B2 or did plus B1 added, then definitely keep it in mind. You have to write down was or were, and at the same time you have to write down V3. And this is the rule of voice, passive voice. Always you have to go with V3. Okay. So just take an example. They sang a song. They sang a song. The structure B2, B2. Okay. And for this key, we know this is the structure. This is the rule of voice change. So cross sign. This comes this side kya song, and from was where you have to write down was, and the V3 sang, then by the door, and even after that. Clear? Another sentence. Another. He watched a movie. He watched a movie. So similarly, look here. Okay, V2 is written. V2 is written, and for having V2, you have to write down again. You have to follow the same way. A movie. So from was where you have to write down was, because this one is the single idea. So was and watched. V3 same. Watched and the door you can write down by. And at the same time for having he, you have to write down here. Is it done or not? I think this is clear. Okay. In this way, sentences you can find out, and you have to write it in the same way. Clear? So now come to the next. Did added, right? I am trying to show you another example that is written based on did. Now I am trying to show you something. He did, in negative sense I have taken, he did not help the beggar. He did not help the beggar. So now try to understand ki he did not help the beggar. Did is written at the same time V1. At the same time V1. So as I have told you, whenever you are getting did plus B1, then how to convert sentences. Okay. So objective idea, the beggar. Objective idea, the beggar, and write down was where. So for this one, this is the singular idea. So you have to go with was, the beggar, was, and the V3 is there. V3 is there, that is helped. Helped. Okay. And not, because this one is the negative sentence, and for having negative sentence you have to also keep the same one. So the beggar was not helped, and the word is a by, and for having he, you have to write down him. Keep it in mind. So this is a very easy way. If I can solve these sentences in this way, then you can also do the same. Clear? Now come to the point, sentences that you can find out based on past continuous tense. Based on past continuous tense. So structure you have already learned. There you can find out was, were, at the same time were, ing. In this construction you can get there. Okay. So how you have to convert these sentences? How you have to convert these sentences? Nothing you have to do. Just look here. Was, were, no change. Extra you have to write down. That is being, and then V3 as we know. Now nothing you have to change. Clear? Now we will understand, taking an example. They are they are selling mangoes. They are selling mangoes. Try to understand. Oh, we're talking about the past continuous tense. So they were selling mangoes. You are getting in this construction was, were and verb ing. So whenever you are getting was, were and with that one that is written verb ing, then how to convert? This is the way. Was here you have to keep the same. Next you have to take being and then V3. So the objective idea is here mangoes. Okay, and from was, where you have to write down this is the plural idea, and that's why you have to go with where. So mangoes were. Extra that you have to write down, that is keep being, and V3 sell. V3 of sell, that should be sold, and where is buy, and for they you have to write down them. So mangoes were being sold by them. Is it any problematic to understand? Is it not easy? Tell, is it not easy? Okay, so these are very easy, just keep the structure in mind. Ultimately you can solve easily. Another example. We are catching fish. We are catching fish. Now try to understand. We are talking about past now. So we were catching fish. We were catching fish. So whenever we are getting we were catching fish, then the same one were verb ing, an objective idea, that's fish. Singular idea, so was, and then extra, that's being, and V3 that should be caught. Then the word is a by, and for having we, you have to write down us. Is it done or not? Complete. Now these are easy, okay? Just try to understand that everything you can solve. Now, sentences based on past perfect. Past perfect. Mostly structure we get in this way ki had plus V3, and in perfect, as I have told you, always you can get their V3. Always you can get their V3. So had and V3 added sentences, how we have to convert into passive? You have nothing to do. You have no need to change this one. Extra you have to take, that is been. Extra been, and V3 there is no change. Plus the dual and whatever. Remember this one had. Extra you have to write down been, and V3 no change. Go with an example. Ki I had helped a man. I had helped a man. Come to the point ki had is written and helped V3 is written. So whenever you are getting in these sentences, in this type of sentences, then how you have to solve, how you have to sort out, write down the last one, so a man, and for having had added, you have to also write down had. Extra you have to take, that is been, for having had, and then help, write down the same. That is by, and for having I, you have to write down me. Was it problem? So another example. She had forgiven me. Okay. So this one you are getting also had plus B3. Okay. So just take the last one I, then had, extra you have to write down been, and having forgiven, nothing you have to change, forgiven. That is by. For having C, you have to write down her. Done. And another, that is past perfect continuous. Till date you can get use very rare, but still I am trying to solve how you can convert that one. Past perfect continuous. Rare use you can find out in English grammar. You can find out in active sense ki had, there you can find out, and then been plus VING. Had been plus VING. In this construction you can find out. So now how you have to solve? Try to understand. No need to change had. Okay, been also. Extra you have to take, that is key being, extra being, and what the verb is written you have to write down in V3 form. Clear? I am trying to write down another example, so it will help you to clear sense. C had been writing a letter. She had been writing a letter. So try to understand had been and a VING. So definitely you can think that this is past perfect continuous tense. And for having that one, as I have told you, cross sign. So a letter you have to write down at the starting. A letter, then had, then been, then being. Easy, Then V3 of the verb key, writing, so that should be written divided by, and for having C, that should be here. Clear? Now another example, and this is the last. We had been playing cricket. We had been playing cricket. Same objective idea, playing, had been VING you are getting. So that is why you can say that this is past perfect continuous. So cricket you have to write down at the starting. Had construction, okay, where this one had, and with that one been, and then being extra. V3, that is place of played. Then divided by, for having we, that should be cast. That's all. Even I am trying to give you 3 or 4 sentences. If you feel free, then definitely you can comment. She was eating rice in the morning. Mother generously suggested me kodada. Suggested me. We had completed the task. We have completed the task. That's all.